Hey, I'm gonna do a little tutorial about how to make a QuickLook plugin for a Mac application with a custom document type. So I've been building this and this application with this custom document, and I found that it was very difficult to create a QuickLook plugin and know how to ship it with the code. So I decided to make this tutorial. So for example, right now in my documents, pressing space in Finder doesn't show anything because it's a custom type of document, and there is no plugin. So basically, when you open this document, it looks something like this. So you cannot like have that data to work with. So then I want a QuickLook plugin to easily preview these things. Something that I found many places in tutorials and things like that is that whenever you create a QuickLook plugin for a Mac application, you create a new Xcode project. As a beginner of Mac development, I didn't know how to combine this project or this code into the application. But then I learned about targets, that targets can be executable. In this case, for this Mac application that I already have implemented, it's the best way to add the code for the plugin. So you create a new target and select QuickLook plugin. In this case, I'm going to call it QL linked ideas. Yep, and then just finish. The default code, it's in written C, but I'm gonna use some Objective-C to play with this. So just to create this. So just an example, I'm just gonna change to this from C code to Objective-C code, and in the preview, in this method, I guess I can just call like fixing the indentation, like right. So this would have the initial code. And another important thing that we need here is to identify which kind of documents are gonna be supported with this QuickLook plugin. So we have to fill this supported type, UTI type, which in this case comes from the document of this application. So I can find the UTI. Here, right? So just copying this value, in the info plist, right? And then I can build the stuff. Oh, I'm building the wrong. So yeah, build the generator. So you see that this product is now available. So showing it in Finder, I just need to copy it to the like a local QuickLook plugin directory for now, just to test this thing. So that is, I'm gonna go to QuickLook, paste. This is the user's QuickLook plugins. and I have this directory here, and I'm gonna use the QL manage utility to preview like the launch the QuickLook. And because I'm launching from the console, I should see the hello world message. Yeah, so well, there is nothing that is rendered right now, but we do see the hello world message. So this is actually using the QuickLook plugin that I just created for this document type. Okay, now it's time to write the actual code of the QuickLook plugin. So I'm gonna do a change, and then so well, now I added the code that I previously written. Um, I can explain a bit more or give references about how to write the the code. But basically, what I was doing is that I I have a lot of code already in my Mac application that actually renders the document. So I'm trying to use that with a special wrapper that I call Document Manager, which is specific for this QuickLook plugin, and it will try to handle all that. But if I try to compile this code, it's gonna fail. And that's because, for example, these symbols like document and canvas view are not available. So in here, I'm saying like this file, because QuickLook plugins cannot be written in Swift yet. I'm gonna link the reason for this. And so basically I need to write this in Objective-C, but since my classes, my application is in Swift, I need to do this use Swift classes in Objective-C world, and for that I'm using the bundle um, header file that is going to take all the public files, public classes and methods from the target. But this is not in the same target, and for me it was also confusing. Like, hey, there were some files that how I share code between these two targets, and even though like make the Swift code be available as Objective-C. So well, in this case, the way is to, or a simple way is actually to add this code to both targets. So all my models that are involved in the all my code that is involved in rendering the document, um, I'm gonna add to the other target. So I do use yes. So basically now should be okay. Let's try to compile. Oh, so I guess I forgot some the utilities folder. So I need to add all these files to the QuickLook target. Apparently I'm using window controller, so this one too. So I'm just gonna make sure actually I add all of them. Okay, now the build succeeded. So I should be able to take the product again, repeat the same steps, replace the existing one, and try to test it. No, it didn't work. Let's say, for example, in the stack trace says like library not loaded appkit, because I'm using Cocoa in order to this render things on all the methods that I'm using. So the solution for that is to, since the QuickLook plugin doesn't has Swift code, but it doesn't contain the it doesn't ship with the standard libraries. So embed, yes. So after applying that, let's try again. And now I have another problem. Let's see. So the next problem that I have with this is that there was a problem with NSKey archiver, the code object for key, for there was didn't know how to decode my document data, part of my model. So the solution was to add these calls. So basically indicate which classes are used. So basically then compiling the QuickLook plugin and putting on the QuickLook folder allows you to actually call it, and now it's rendering properly. So the last step that we need to complete the QuickLook plugin that I'm building is to add the QuickLook plugin to the dependency to the Mac application. So according to Apple documentation, that should be under the bundle folder in contents app QuickLook. So I'm gonna copy that folder and I'm gonna add to my Mac application dependency build phases. I'm gonna add a dependency, the target who compiles the QuickLook plugin, and when it's actually compiled, I'm gonna add a build phase to run a script to copy files. So I'm gonna use the wrapper to this path, and the file that I want to copy is actually the product of compiling the QuickLook plugin. So it's gonna be available there. I'm gonna skip that, and also I'm gonna build. It's also important that for the linked ideas, the QuickLook plugin on their deploy is gonna add the skip install configuration. Otherwise, you're gonna get a sign error. I'm quite new to Mac development, so I'm not quite aware why this error happens, but at least doing Stack Overflow development, I found the right answer. I'm gonna link that question in the comments in the description of the video. So then now if we look at the contents of the bundle that was created, so contents, and then we find the QuickLook plugin. So In this case, we would not need anymore this one. So if we delete this, and also we can force to QL manage to reload. So now, for example, if I reload the QuickLook plugin, there is no plugin anymore now. So basically, I'm gonna archive the product and install it on my computer, and the preview of documents should work again. So let's see what happens. Now the build succeeded, and I'm going to export this as a macOS app in my downloads folder. Replace my existing one. Now this one contains the QuickLook plugin as we had. When I was develop this, instead of saying QuickLook with the Q and the L like capitalized, I had this L as underscore lowercase. So basically, the file was not actually being found when I tried that. So be careful about the casing of things. So now we should be all good. So the QuickLook plugin should be found. So for example, if I go here, I can press escape, and yeah, the QuickLook plugin is not in the common folder, and it's just from the app. So now there are many ways that I can potentially improve the implementation of this plugin, but my objective here was to show the basic and basically all the steps that are involved. For example, make the target, link the code in the right, add the code to the target, the QuickLook target as well. In this case, building Objective-C that uses Swift code, and all the changes in configuration that it was needed to also embed this plugin into the application and be able to ship that. So I hope it's useful if you need this. Bye.